Let's make sense of this crazy world with Gemma Tonyuni from GT Communications on the desk here with me, and in Perth we're joined by the Royal Report host Caroline De Russo. Good to talk to you, both of you. We've got to talk about the border situation. You're close to it there in the west, Caro. 3 boats detected just in the last week now, 6 all up. Numbers of asylum seekers making it all the way to the mainland. Denial of any dramas here from the federal government, but this is very, very worrying.
Of course, it's worrying, and it's worrying for the voters and the electorate up in the northern part of the country because they feel very exposed. And the fact of the matter is, every single boatload of people that arrives in Australia, but they arrive on our North Shore. Those ones were up near Broome. Just shows that the government is asleep at the wheel. We had a perfectly good policy that was in place that has served this country very well for the last decade. And Anthony Albanese likes to pretend that he kept Operation Sovereign Borders in place as he did, but he didn't. And we all know that because he didn't keep the temporary protection visas. And now we are seeing the startup of the trade like we always knew that we were going to see, and it is happening. And the government doesn't want to talk about this because it is a weak spot for them. It is something that has not served them well, particularly in the past. And we'll remember back to the Rudd days, the absolute disaster we had then. OK, there are numbers that are trickling in at the moment, but those people smugglers are testing this government, and it's been worth their effort so far.
Yeah, they are testing. We've all seen this movie before. It worries me greatly, Gemma. And this is why Peter Dutton's smart to say at the moment that if you want these new laws to try and fix up the immigration detention system, then put back TPVs, put back Operation Sovereign Borders as it was.
Well, it speaks to something more broadly that is applicable across every area of the Albanese government, unfortunately, and that is there is a lack of accountability, but also a lack of consequences. So people arrive here, there are no consequences. Universities have descended into this hell side of anti-Semitism where Jewish students are being treated the way that we have seen. There are no consequences. Universities are, for the most part, tolerating this. There are no consequences. This is a government that wants to cuddle and word salad its way out of everything. It won't address cost of living in a meaningful way. Respectfully, Mr Chalmers does a little piece to camera out the front of Parliament House at dusk holding a coffee cup and expects Middle Australia to say, oh, everything will be okay. We're not stupid. We know how much our energy bills have gone up by. I'm paying them. Mr Chalmers isn't paying my bills. So this is just another example of this government either unwilling or incapable of putting consequences. It's like they've got it 15. It's like parenting a 15-year-old kid and having them arrested for aggravated assault and punishing them by buying them a new car.